The biopsychosocial consequences, so the biological, psychological, and social consequences of ARFID are important to understand because ARFID doesn't just affect what you eat. It can have wide-ranging impacts on your physical health, your mental well-being, and your social life. So today we'll break down those consequences and explore how they might actually be affecting you or the person that you're caring about. So the physical consequences of ARFID. One of the most direct outcomes of ARFID is malnutrition, so a lack of nutrition, because people with ARFID often eat a limited range of foods. They might not get enough of the essential vitamins and minerals their body needs. This can affect their bone density, so making your bones weaker and more prone to fractures or even making your bones more brittle, and also your immune system, meaning that you could get sick more often. So for young people, adolescents, and children, restrictive eating can also lead to developmental delays. So since proper nutrition is so important for growth, not getting enough can lead to stunted growth, meaning when you were younger or if you are a child, you might not be reaching your expected height. You'll have delayed puberty and other growth-related issues. So many people with ARFID also experience significant weight loss, or they haven't been able to gain weight at the expected rate for their age, or you're really struggling to gain any weight at all. So this can lead to weakened immunity and constant tiredness or fatigue, making daily activities harder to manage. If this sounds familiar, it's important to recognize these physical impacts and also work with your GP to ensure that you're maybe monitoring whether you're getting the right nutrients. Now let's go into the psychological consequences of ARFID. So anxiety plays a huge role in ARFID. It can be both a cause and a consequence of this disorder. So individuals with ARFID may feel intense anxiety around food, whether it's the fear of trying new foods or the stress of eating with others. Anxiety spills into all areas of life, not just about the food. And usually this can make everyday situations super, super hard to navigate. The anxiety around food often leads to social withdrawal. So meals are a huge part of social life. Whether it's a family dinner, a night out with friends, or a holiday celebration, people with ARFID might avoid those situations because they don't want to face the stress of eating in front of others. So this can lead anyone to feel quite isolated and alone. And as these challenges build up, they can contribute to or worsen other mental health issues, such as depression, feeling down, disconnected, usually always due to difficulties with food. Obsessive compulsive disorder as well, so OCD, may also be linked to rigid food routines or rituals. The most recurring anxiety disorder that I have seen with my clients is social anxiety. So worrying about being judged or feeling embarrassed in social situations, usually ones that involve food. Finally, the social consequences of ARFID. So because meals are such a big part of culture and social life, ARFID makes it super hard to participate in important events like family gatherings, maybe even religious or cultural celebrations, or even casual outings with friends and family, or anybody. This can lead to, once again, feelings of alienation and exclusion, making it hard to stay connected to those who are around you. And life is about connection and connecting with others. So the lack of understanding around ARFID can also strain family relationships and friendships because not everybody knows what it is. Not everyone sees what happens behind closed doors, especially when it comes to struggling with food. So they might not fully understand what's going on, and this can lead to frustration and even miscommunication at times. Sometimes people may think someone with ARFID is being super picky or really stubborn, difficult, when in reality the person is struggling with a complex disorder that they can't control. For younger people or when you're in school, ARFID can affect school performance. If you're not eating enough, it will be really hard to concentrate and focus and participate in school activities and lessons, etc. Even hobbies, like for example, extracurricular activities could be avoided, like sports or anything that could involve food. Maybe even having to have a snack at school can make you not want to be at school. I guess ARFID can also impact your work performance, especially in careers that involve social events or business meetings with food. So there's a huge array of consequences that we do need to acknowledge. I know that these consequences, or talking about them, can be overwhelming, but it's important to understand how this impacts all areas of your life, physically, mentally, and socially, which is why it's so important to make a change, to not live this way. You don't have to live this way. And using the ARFID companion will help you take those steps towards making changes and finding the right support for you. Okay, so now I'd like to guide you through a quick reflection activity. Take a moment to think about how ARFID has impacted you or your loved one in these 3 areas that we've just discussed. So physical reflection wise, have you noticed any changes in your weight, your energy levels, or anything about your overall health due to your eating habits? So write down these physical challenges, whether you've faced them in the past or are facing them now. Think about feeling tired all the time or even losing weight unexpectedly. Next, the psychological consequences. So how has ARFID impacted your mental health? Do you experience stress, anxiety around food? Write down how this anxiety impacts other areas of your life, such as work, school, social situations. So this is the social part now. So have you missed out on any social events because of your eating concerns? How has ARFID impacted your relationships, affected family dynamics, or even friendships? Please write these down. Thank you very much. So overall, by simply reflecting on these consequences, you'll gain a clear understanding of ARFID, which we've already looked at, but more specifically on how it impacts you as an individual and your daily life. So it's a helpful first step towards taking action and seeking the right support.